In doing this, you have to be competent using a hand grinder. Sometimes going down is a lot safer for your body, and it requires very light pressure on the tool. So I'm not grinding into the metal, I'm just floating over it. Just have to be aware that you're throwing sparks maybe in your shop. Maybe you got some gas cans. So this is a job that you have to be aware of your surroundings when you're doing it. Hi, I'm Blair Gilbert, here for MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Hardware in St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Here to show you how to quickly, safely, properly sharpen an electric hedge trimmer. You need safety glasses, but you have to be competent with a hand grinder. You can go one way and it'll throw the sparks up and into your face. You can hold the grinder the other way and it'll throw the sparks down away from you. So when we do this, I'll show you both ways and I'll run down this blade and then we'll give you the finer details in a second. That's my preferred way. Now I'm going to run some passes with the sparks going up, which theoretically is a better way to sharpen a blade, is grinding into the leading edge of the blade. Just have to be aware that you're throwing sparks maybe in your shop. Maybe you got some gas cans. So this is a job that you have to be aware of your surroundings when you're doing it. So you're able to see the two ways I could hold the tool. Either sparks are going up or sparks are going down. Sometimes going down is a lot safer for your body and everything than any other way. Now you will see the angle of the tooth. And when you're running the grinder, you're running the grinder to match the angle of the tooth. If you get way off on your angle, you won't be hitting at the top. If you're too steep of an angle, you won't be cutting at the bottom. And as you can see, without simple passes, this edge is already sharp. And then I've got something more to say after I run the rail. You'll notice that this bar is just laying on the tabletop and it's not jumping around. It's because it requires very light pressure on the tool. So I'm not grinding into the metal, I'm just floating over it. And as you can see as we go along, what a nice edge it's putting on this blade. Now I'm going to make a pass to some with the sparks going up with the tool right side. This is just 1/2 of this blade. We have to work the motor and run this blade back, which we'll show you, so we can expose the other half of this blade so we can sharpen it. But before we do that, this is a double-sided trimmer. We're going to sharpen this side next while the blade is in this position. In less than 3 minutes, we sharpened 1/2 of this blade. I've used almost zero pressure. I'm only pushing against this bar with just ounces of effort. I'm just floating the grinding wheel over it. These come in different thicknesses. So this is a metal cutting and grinding blade. I've used them in the 1/8 inch and the 1/4 inch thickness of the blades. Seeing as how that we're getting into a narrow area, a thick blade makes it hard to get in there. So an 1/8 inch blade is preferred. And it's just an all-purpose 4 or 4.5 inch metal cutting and grinding blade. To advance the blade gearbox so that we can get this blade over so we can do the other half of the blade. If we had the battery, we could just put the battery in here and punch the trigger until the blade ended where we wanted it. A customer did not give us the battery, so we're going to do it manually. Well, we're inside the gearbox. On a lot of the plug-in models, you can see the fan, the cooling fan, and you can just take a little scratch awl and you can turn the fan, or you can plug it in to get the blade to advance so that you can get the teeth to move. So we need to advance it manually. As you can see, the sharpened part of the blade is now over the anvil, and the dull edge is now out in the air, so now I can sharpen both sides to the upper half of this hedge trimmer. 10 minutes total, a hand grinder, a little smarts. Quick tip, keep your hedge trimmer sharp from MrHardware.com.